And I spoke with Mike a short time ago and asked him how important that was for him to hold on to that lead before today's home opener.
Finally being able to breathe. I mean, it was a big thing. It was a big monkey off my back. So I'm glad I was able to get it out of the way before I got to Baltimore.
To have the mindset of a closer, and we understand what that job is all about, there are going to be nights, as happened Tuesday, where the other team just groups some hits together and beats you. But you have to have that amnesia almost to go out there. Is that something that is part of your makeup?
Definitely. It's definitely a short-term thing. You definitely have to forget about it. But I tell you, it's not as easy as you think. You know, I was ready to chop at the bit the next day. I didn't get much sleep that night. I wanted to go out there and get it done. You know, I had those 48 hours I had to wait to go out there and get it done again seemed like the longest 48 hours of my life.
And I would guess because you're one of the new guys, you're still trying to settle in. The team opens on the road, so you didn't even have the benefit of getting comfortable in your surroundings. But the fact that that was your first shot and it didn't work out, that had to make it even harder.
Oh, of course. And there's a lot of things that come into factor there. Obviously, it's a new team, a new league. New hitters, you're having to figure everything out, you know, and it kind of it's overwhelming, but you've got to take it by, you know, get on top of it and see what you can do.
We're still learning about your repertoire and your style. There's a lot of movement in your windup. Rick Dempsey compared you kind of like to Mitch Williams in the old Philly days. When you go to the mound like that and have all that stuff going on, arms and legs, are you actually comfortable doing that as opposed to the traditional windup?
Oh, I'm definitely comfortable. It's a rhythm thing for me. And it's just one of those things where, I mean, if you noticed the first time I was out there, I was going 150 miles an hour. Then last night I went out there and I was going much slower than I usually do. So now I kind of get that balance point in between. You know, I really feel like you really haven't seen me yet. Like I said, I was really quick the first night. Last night I was a little slower. So now I got to get in my own pace, you know, get in my own groove.
It's obviously all about command, and you can see where the adrenaline was going last night. A very high pitch count inning. But your repertoire of the fastball and the breaking ball, as you get more comfortable, can you expect that better command and shorter at-bats?
Oh, of course, of course. I know that when my stuff is right, you know, I get it done. I'm dominating. I know that for a fact. It's just, like I said, getting my feet wet, getting those couple innings in me. You know, this is the second inning I've thrown, and you know, and so it's going to be like that, and I got to figure myself out. And like I said, last night was huge for me. Last night now I'm able to breathe, and I'm able to be myself.
You know, it's kind of interesting because in baseball you hear that term, well, that pitcher is effectively wild. Usually it's with power pitchers, a guy that might throw 98. You sort of were that last night, but not throwing 98. You had the one called strikeout where you fooled the batter. So in your own way, I guess we can say that about you. You're sort of effectively wild within your repertoire.
Well, you know, I'm not going to trick you. I'm not a trick pitcher. I'm coming right after you. I'm aggressive, and that's the way I've always been. Obviously, things like velocity, you're not going to see me throwing 98, but you're going to see me throwing harder than I was last night. Like over the innings I get in, and you know, it's going to get my arm's going to get a little stronger, and that's just how it's going to go for me.
I know you were here in the offseason after you signed your contract, but today will be the first day that you're an Oriole in the home whites with fans. What is this day like for you being the new guy and now having had some success last night to help the team win?
Huge. I don't know what I would have done last night if, you know, it wouldn't have come through. I needed to get that, like I said, I needed to get that before I got here to Baltimore, and just, you know, first of all, let the fans know that, you know, this is a Mike Gonzalez that you're going to see, and this is a guy that you're going to see is going to give you 110% every time out, no matter what.
And now you're in your home clubhouse, and you're going to put on the home whites. Today you'll be introduced, the big ceremony, and I would guess by the time it gets to the ninth inning, you will in fact be an Oriole because you will have been through all that.
Of course, and that's exactly what I'm looking forward to, just get this one out of the way also.
All right, now, just for the fans and for us, you got a 1, 2, 3 inning in you?
Definitely, man. I got a few of those, so just hold on, be patient with me, and I'll get it done.